Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. We got videos today from Manosphere Highlights Daily. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that. Ciao. It's Chow Time. Saw this one. It had to be good because I'm a big fan of Uncle Shay Shay.
At your service, sir.
Enter the Manosphere.
Of course. How can I assist you today?
Give me some of that dating foolishness.
Will do, sir.
It's hard. It's hard for something to add value, to increase in value that constantly gets used. Listen to what I said, Ocho.
You know what's funny?
Name something that increases in value that's constantly get used.
That's almost the same talking point that The Godfather always used. Shout out to The Godfather.
Did the pendulum swing or did the pendulum swing, guys? Manosphere talking points have gone mainstream, and with social media getting more traction than mainstream media itself, we now have more and more big YouTubers and influencers repeating what we've been saying for decades. Why?
Why?
Because the pendulum swung. Our talking points are now the talking points
Damn
of men
right.
in general. And Shannon Sharpe.
You know, I'm like a little moved and like proud a little bit that things are finally becoming spoken about. A lot of big creators that we would have never imagined use our talking points are starting to use it. It kind of gives me the chills. Like that since Godfather's passed until now, how much things have progressed, how much the pendulum has swung. It just makes me feel so proud to be a part of what's going on.
Is a great example of how big platforms are now embracing the shutdown of this dating foolishness. Just look at the comments. Men are totally agreeing with everything Shannon Sharpe is saying in this video. Let's talk about it.
Ocho, a woman posted a very interesting video this week. Let's take a look at it.
So there's a stat on Facebook, and basically it says, men are not obsessed with women like they used to be. Y'all don't find that kind of weird? And to be honest, no, I don't find that kind of weird. So it seems to me like a lot of y'all are now starting to realize that you're either losing value or have lost value from chasing attention. And now that's something that y'all got to deal with, and y'all can't face that fact.
Shout outs to O'Shea and Ocho for like reacting to Manosphere Red Pill clips. That's awesome. And they definitely are not considered Manosphere Red Pill. They're sports announcers and entertainers, I guess, now.
Men are tired. We all knew this was gonna happen sooner or later. The boiling frog metaphor. These women keep moving the goalpost. They keep consuming. They take without giving back and without thinking nor caring about the consequences of their actions, just to eventually destroy themselves. Just like drug addicts. They overdosed on all that attention and privileges they've been getting just for being women. Now when the supply stops, what do you think is gonna happen, guys?
I'm not a loser, right guys? Right guys? I'm not a loser,
You are.
right?
Now, we're gonna focus on Shannon Sharpe because you can
truth,
just feel the frustration in his voice. It's pure gold.
But see, when you keep saying, I don't need a man, I don't need a man, then you convince yourself. And then you want to be masculine because you think you can talk to, at the end of the day, that's still a man. And I'm not saying, look, I'm old and know how my grandmother and how I saw everybody raised.
Yep.
See, these women today, they talk about, oh, I want to be treated like my mom and my great grandma got to treat, but y'all don't behave like that.
Nope.
It's not logic.
Y'all ain't cooking. Y'all ain't cooking no meal every day. When my grandfather got home at lunch, meal on the table. He got home at dinner, meal on the table. He ate first. It wasn't no arguing back and forth. When my grandfather said they can, they did. When he said they couldn't, they couldn't. But y'all, I'm gonna do me. Okay, well, do you? I don't have to be a part of it.
Damn right.
That's the message, guys. You do not have to accept this foolishness. You do not have to play this game. This game is rigged for you to lose. These modern women aren't even hiding that they want to have their cake and eat it too.
And so I think the thing is that they've convinced themselves they don't need a man until they need a man. and then you 20. Now you 45. Now you 50. Now your options are limited.
Right. Yeah. I don't think women understand that the options are limited, especially today, especially for what they want. When you look at their expectations and what they expect and what they're looking for, it's very hard. It's very hard to get.
Ocho, it's not hard. But here's the thing. What you want gotta want you.
Yeah.
Uncle Shay Shay is cooking.
I love Uncle
See,
Shay.
that's the problem. Okay, you want a guy. Oh, he need to be over 6 foot tall. Oh, he needs to make 6 figures. Oh, he need to do this.
Right.
Well, every time you throw out something that he needs to be, you a percentage, 15, 20%. Whoop. So now you down to 5%. That 5% of the man that you want, that's over 6 foot tall, that has a nice body, that makes 6 figure, that's well to do. Does he want you?
Hell no.
This is pure gold. Since the beginning of YouTube, we've been here following and participating in the discussion of women's unrealistic expectations. But as time and technology progressed, women really started to believe that they all had a shot at this 6 foot, 6 figure, high status man. Social media and dating apps put everything on steroids, and the average guy is getting no play. It's just Chad and
That's why I combined them in the chat room.
So it's no surprise that the pendulum swung, and the numbers back this up. Janice, read.
As of 2022, Pew Research Center found 30% of U.S. adults are neither married, living with a partner, nor engaged in a committed relationship. Nearly half of all young adults are single, 34% of women, and a whopping 63% of men.
Double the rate of women in the same age group. Why? Because men are no longer willing to invest in relationships where the deck is stacked against them. Men are checking out and women are noticing. That's why we're seeing more and more mainstream conversations about where have all the good men gone? And the answer? They're opting out, focusing on themselves and refusing to play a losing game.
Hanging out with the boys.
It's hard for something to add back to increase in value that constantly gets used. Listen to what I said, Ocho.
You know what's funny?
Name something that
Again, this is one of the biggest talking points the Godfather always used. So
in value that's constantly get used. You told me about my Ferrari. You say buy that Ferrari up, but put it up. A bottle of wine. Philippe Rothschild, Petrus, Camus.
Right. 1942.
They ain't drinking it. I'm just saying.
Bars, baby. What are you doing, Shannon Sharpe? You're about to get canceled. You cannot use logic when it comes to that dating foolishness. These LQWs, low quality women, are for recreational use only. Right?
What?
Because they've been using their prime years to ride that hot dog carousel, just to offer themselves for a premium price when they hit the wall. How in the blue hell is a man supposed to feel special by having sex with a woman who's been ran, sprinted through? A key that opens every lock is a master key. A lock that's opened by every key, that's a shitty lock.
Boy, you just dropped the gem right there, and I don't even think the chat was paying attention.
Yeah, because everything, Ocho, I want somebody at least 6 foot tall. I want somebody at least 200 pounds. I want somebody that make at least 6 figures. I want somebody that
Ojo, right, all over here freaking taking notes.
Like to travel. So you've named 6 things that you like. Okay, you find that guy, but he's only probably in the 1%. So that 1% of the men that you're looking for, is he looking for the 15 to 20% of the women that's looking for him? So now if he's not, so now
they get to just run
I'm
through
valuable.
women.
I'm this, I'm that. Huh? Tom Brady wants.
They know they worth. They know they worth.
Worth is what someone is willing to pay for something.
Correct.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna have to start watching freaking Nightcap a little bit more often if they're gonna be talking about these types of things.
Tom Brady can list his house for 150 million. But I guarantee you, after 6 months over a year, that house ain't sold. I guarantee you he dropped the price.
Is it weird, guys, that I relate so much to like Ocho and Uncle Shay Shay and stuff, and I know I don't really react to many Asian stuff or talk about much Asian stuff because I didn't grow up very grew up very traditional with my Asian family, but outside of that, it was very, very cultured. Like I lived in LA, I lived in Compton, so. It just feels right watching like Uncle Shay Shay and Ocho discussing this. It gets me in the mood. I'm just like, yeah, that reminds me of Unc back in the day that he used to tell me things like these.
Okay.
So now, if somebody comes in and says, Tom, he won 150 million. I give you 100 million cash. Okay, I take it. That's what the house was worth. See, you don't get to determine your worth if somebody's not paying for it.
Yep.
That's what women got to understand. You keep saying, are you buying yourself? Are you purchasing yourself? So where's the value?
Like you might be able to set your own prices, but yes, the market dictates what they're willing to pay.
Value is only valuable if somebody will purchase it. I want $600,000 for this tube of lip therapy. It's worth $7. They got to stop this notion talking about I know my worth. Your worth is what someone is willing to pay for it.
This.
Women's self-worth is
This is one of my favorite episodes from
dating
Manosphere.
market. And we have a perfect clip that highlights exactly how this works. Check this out.
I have a date actually with the other guy, with the oncologist. And again, I don't know that that's going anywhere. It's just simply happenstance. We had matched years ago, and he reached out after seeing me on Bumble that I just got on to kind of boost my ego, blah, 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 blah.
There you go, guys. This woman got dumped by her ex, and she went right back to Bumble to get an ego refill. These women go on dating apps not to date, but to get their egos boosted. They post selfies on social media every day for the same purpose. And because they get an abundance of attention on these platforms, they truly believe they are high-value women and deserve a high-status man just for posting selfies, just for making a dating profile. No wonder they completely melt down when they get rejected.
I'm not a loser, right, guys? Right, guys? I'm not a loser, right?
What also, when I think about is in general, women, they put themselves in unwinnable positions at times.
Yeah.
They play hard to get. They're very difficult. They create this perception that all the work the man is going to put in the end, they're just getting this. Oh my goodness, this is so much different than everybody else. When in hindsight, once you are gained access to it, it's no different than anybody else. That's why they play the difficult game in the beginning. That's why they make you jump through hoops and make you jump through obstacles, because
they don't want you to realize they're nothing. They're empty shells.
Really nothing at the end of that light or at the end of that tunnel.
I don't know what I
Shout
want.
out to Ocho on that one.
It's not a bad thing. We're all human.
Ocho.
What do you do that's so special than the next person?
Cook. Can you cook? Hey, can you cook some
Can't even
oxtails?
do that.
I need to know, can you cook oxtails? What about saying, can you cook breakfast? Grits, eggs, sausage, bacon, French toast, pancakes. Okay. What about eggs Benedict? Make hollandaise sauce? Okay, you can't do that. Okay, what can you do? What's the this value that you speak of? What is it? Because I just want you to know a little something. Everything that you do, I can pay somebody to do it.
He used it. Oh my gosh. I love it. This is a very proud moment for me right here. Like, not that I'm like proud of myself. I'm proud that we're finally getting spoken about. I'm proud that they're literally using all of our talking points. And Club Shay Shay or Uncle Shay Shay and Ocho are not small figures in the world, right? They're probably one of the biggest podcasts, Look, Nightcap is one of the biggest podcasts. Club Shay Shay is one of the biggest podcasts. Freaking, he's on ESPN. He's on Fox. Like, these guys are huge. For them to be saying the things outright right now without any filters, we've hit the mainstream. We've hit the
Clean, get my dry cleaning. Right. Hey, I don't pay them to sleep with me. I pay them to leave.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Is Shannon Sharpe going his own way? Shannon, stop talking all this misogynistic rhetoric. Don't you know asking women to cook and clean is slavery? Don't you understand that these so-called strong and independent women are the prize because they have PhDs? They make their own money but still expect you to pay their bills. Don't you know that's an...
I mean, it's just player hater degrees. How useful are they?
Honor for recreational use only can also be translated into a 304. The woman you pay to leave. I've said it many times on this channel. Most women are boring. And when you've been at the end of the rainbow, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Most of these women don't bring substance. They don't inspire. And they damn sure don't build. They just exist. Consuming, demanding, expecting men to provide while bringing nothing but attitude and entitlement to the table. And guess what? Men are done. The game is up. The lies, the delusions, the entitlement, it's all getting exposed in real time.
My man.
Platforms like this, we're making sure men get their red pill vitamins and see the truth. Once you see it,
take your daily
can't
vitamins,
unsee
man.
it. Shannon Sharpe is just the latest big name to call it out. But the truth has been out here for many years. The dating market is flipped. Men are opting out, choosing peace over chaos, and refusing to entertain LQWs who think existing is enough to be a prize. So let the 304s keep running their game. Let them keep chasing a lifestyle that leads to loneliness and regret. Because at the end of the day, high-value men have options, and they sure as hell aren't choosing headaches over.
And this is why we tell you guys to be good men, to work on your career, to work on your, your money, your status, because so you can have options. If you want to, you can. If you don't, it's perfectly fine too. Enjoy your money.
For harmony.
And my thing is, Ocho, I don't even feel like I'm the prize. I don't tell no woman I'm the prize.
Nah.
But you better. I don't know who. I don't know who told you that. It told you wrong. If you think you the prize.
I gotta say, shout outs to Manosphere Highlights Daily, Ocho Cinco, Shannon Sharpe. Oh my God. We made it. We broke through. Hopefully we can break through a lot more podcasts, through a lot more mainstream media and mainstream personalities. I'll catch you guys next time.